half guard. Last day for half guard bomb. So we're gonna do what we did at lunch yesterday, the Shaolin Sweep. So if your partner is pressuring in, right? Because ultimately, I want to get cross sleeve and pant grip. But they're gonna be pressuring in. Make sure your knee shield is high. If it's low like this, it's gonna be hard for you to kind of do a little bit of inversion. So high, framing. And so if your partner's pressuring in, it's easy for me to grab the inside of the leg. I'm going to invert a little bit so I can catch. Because if I'm here, just pulling here, I won't be able to get that weight off. Invert so my foot goes into the armpit. I'm going to grab like an underhook. And then once I pull her on, I'm going to stretch her out like this. Just to have her loaded. So she's on the left shin and she's on my right. And then I'm going to stuff this as I drop her over her left shoulder. And then I come all the way up for the sweep. So again. The shield, she's coming in. I can bring my right elbow in like this in order to grip. Invert a little bit. I grab. The reason why I don't want to grab this way is because she can control my hand. Yep, by doing that. But if I'm on this side, when she tries to grab my hand, I can just keep it away the whole time. So, invert a little bit underneath. I'm going to pull and stretch her out. Then I drop her shoulder. I come up just like a backward shoulder roll over my left shoulder. One more time. Yeah. Knee shield. Tight. Invert. Out. Then come up. Okay, so same as yesterday. Any questions? Alright, 1, 2, 3. The knee shield. They might be pressuring in, but this hand may be in the same spot, but this hand might be grabbing.
Did you see this?
Yeah. Might be cupping. So we're framing. Okay, so since she's grabbing here, it's going to be really hard for me to invert and go for that position because she's going to keep my leg down. And it's going to be hard for me to load when this one's connected. So I want to grab the sleeve here, and I want to come up to my elbow and kick through. My left elbow is going to shoot right through this gap. So I kick, I come right through this gap, and then I pinch real tight. So if I don't pinch, she can pull out her arm, right? So I want to pinch like this real tight. Up and out. So now from here, I can grab inside or outside. And what I'm going to do is, inside or outside is fine. I'm going to scoot real close. Then I'm going to fall to my side, loading her up, and then I backstep as I drive the side control. Now, what may happen is, if you might have a really tight gi, which is terrible, right? I mean, I think 90% of us have tight gis. So we go to the wrist. We kick, and then go to the wrist and scoot like this. It has to go up and then pinch. Then I'm going to grab, I scoot in, I rotate, back step, and then I end up in a nice little side. So, Peter, may I use your, sorry, I know your tape. So, we're in half. Yep, and he's grabbed right here. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to kick, I sit, and I want to go up, and watch how I pinch like this. So now he feels more loaded. I'm going to grab his pant, I scoot in, then I fall, back step, then I'm going to drive his leg. Okay. Questions? If you don't pinch, they're not going to go. They're just going to release and post their arm. You were going to...
Oh, I was saying you're pinching towards your body, maintaining that wrist grip.
I want you to feel it. So, we're in half here. We're going to go through. I'm going to kick. I'm going to go up, and then I pinch like this towards my body. I grab the material, I scoot in, and then I load back step, and then head up inside.
Okay.
Okay? 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to do the arm bar, and then we'll do another variation. The arm bar we did yesterday was from knee shield. So, we're here, but if the weight's back, and you know you cannot, like, there's no connection here. There's no connection here, right? We're just going to do our standard underneath, I'm gonna kick elbow to knee, and underhook. So she has a real hard whizzer, right? It's gonna be hard for me to just lift up my arm. So what I wanna do is I'm gonna post my right hand, flare up my right knee. Post, I flare up my right knee. And I can't limp here, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my thumb down and just cut the back of my belt. Then I'm gonna catch. Left knee comes over, and I go to my left hip. Then I'm in almost that toy bar position, but I can finish the arm bar going over my hip. Or if she doesn't, I'm gonna roll her over, forward snake, and then go for my standard rolling over. So just that. Rubber armbar. So knee shield, I'm blocking, I can't really get anything else going, so I'm gonna come for my underhook. She whizzers real hard. Post, I have to flare my right knee out so I have a nice base. So right knee flares, I'm gonna post, hand, I cup over, fall to my left hip, and then I finish. Or if she ends up rolling over, I can just fall, forward snake, and go. I'll do one without any pop. Rolls. Okay, so knee shield, elbow to knee, underhook, real high, post, knee comes out, hand goes to my belt. She might release here so I can catch. My shin goes over, and I fall over all the way to my left hip. So my left shin is on the back of her head, and then I can finish the armbar here. Or she rolls, I go right over, and I finish. Okay, any questions?
That's how you bring them over.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so the last one. We're going to Coyote Armbar, which just means like dogfight position. So, if your partner's pressuring in, right, and you can't get that underhook or nothing else is available, you can always kick this out and go real deep like this. So, I'm going to go underhook, and my right hand is going to go deep underneath her hip. So here, I can extend a little bit, because you can create a little bit of space by flaring open, then I come underneath here. Then I'm going to plant, and it's going to nudge her above me like this. So it's easy for me to trap this foot, but make sure when you trap it, it should be close to her hip. It should be bent like this. And then from here, it's easy for me to just scissor my legs, and then come all the way up. So if there's nothing here, I can go to the back. But if she has a real hard whizzer and I can't loop it, I can't do that, the limp noodle, or just whizzer out. So I'm going to put my hand over here on the shoulder, and I'm going to start driving over the top to bring the posture. So I'm going to go for an armbar, very similar to what we just did, but my right knee has to go close, like this. Then I start driving my shin over. So I can finish an armbar by rolling over the elbow and catching right here to the armbar, right? Because the arm is going to my neck, and I'm going from the shoulder to rotating over the elbow here. Now, if it ends up not being a tap, I can start to drive my shin over, but it's going to be so tight she's going to start to roll, right? And then we just finish in that same orientation. Now, what's nice is if you let your leg fall on this side, you can just pinch your knees together and then start rotating your body to your right. Now, once you're here and you're pinching, it's hard for her to posture up, and you can finish the armbar right here. Right? If I'm on this side, she can still turn into me because I don't have any control over that shoulder. So I can start rotate to my right side and then finish. So again, first getting to dogfight, just a different way to get to dogfight. So I open up, I underhook, both, I bump, trap this foot, and now that I'm real low, it's easy for me to scissor my legs, come up, right? I'm gonna go to the shoulder and start driving down, and then my knee comes in, and I start driving over and catching. This will be one, or I'll start driving over, and she'll rotate with me. We'll either finish here, I could finish behind her head here, or I could pinch together here and then finish. John Mayer. John Mayer. Okay, so I'm going to open this up a little bit and scoot in close. Then I'm going to bump so I can start trapping this one here. And he's really far above me, so it's easy for me. His knee's so loaded, I can just scissor and then come right up. So he starts to whizzer. Oh, so I have to go shoulder, and I start driving over this way. My knee comes up, and I start driving, and now, right there is the finish. Notice how it's just a real pinch and go. Even if he postures up, I can finish and stop him from posturing. But if this doesn't work, I start driving my shin over and rotating, and he rolls with me. I can either go 1, I can put this behind his head, 2, or I can pinch and scoot, 3. This is probably the most strongest variation. Okay, questions? Let's give it a shot. 1, 2, 3. Ready to go the rest.
We have some process.